So, I don't know if you can hear those birds chirping outside. Fuck's sake. Shadow Generations. I'm not going to really be talking about the Sonic Generations part because we've all played that before. But I will come back to that, like a little point on that soon. But yeah, game's out for a little bit now. At the point of recording, it just sold like 1.5 million across or something like that. But what do I think of the game? I think the game's pretty sick. I fuck with it a lot. There are some things that are like a bit to me, but like overall as a package, this is a solid game. This has the most polish I've seen in like a Sonic game since like maybe Unleashed, which was 2008. Speaking of Unleashed, where is that port? Because I'm not gonna lie, nobody asked for this. We've all been asking for Unleashed for so long now, but for some reason we got Generations because apparently everyone was asking for it, which no they weren't. But anyway, regardless, it did come out pretty sick, and seeing this gives me confidence in like an Unleashed remake or like remastered, whatever, the port. It'll be good. The only issue I have really with this game is how like clear difference it is between the Hedgehog Engine 1 and 2, and not even just those two, because I know they're not actually, they're just lighting engines, but the like gameplay, the physics and that, which I'm gonna call all of you fuckers out for. It's the fucking Frontiers cyberspace physics, the ones that you have all been saying sucked, and now you guys are out there claiming that this is like the best 3D like experience.
I hate to say it, but I think the Shadow Generations levels are better than pretty much any Sonic levels that we've ever gotten.
No, they're not. These are not the best like 3D levels ever created. These are fucking cyberspace levels, but just with a bit more going on. They go for longer than a minute, but they're still, the physics wise, I mean the level design's good, but the physics, it's literally the Frontiers, and in saying that, that's not a bad thing. I love the Frontiers physics. Like, people sit there and work complaining about the cyberspace physics, but as soon as they added that spin dash, my god, that shit became so fun to like speed run through. I feel like it's the only thing missing with like Shadow is like some sort of speed, like you know how you have the spin dash. I don't know, he doesn't do the spin dash, but that sort of extra, like that momentum. Because this, again, is the cyberspace physics. He is a lot slower than Sonic is in the Generations portion of it. So I mean, I'll put a comparison up. How are you telling me that this and this look the same? No, this and this look the same. Story-wise, this fucking goes hard. The plot to this, like the story, the writing is sick. They did my boy Shadow pretty well. It's been a while since they got his character right. And I like how they like roped it in with the plot of Generations. And the like line changes as well, whatever, I don't really care for it. I mean, it's fine, whatever, do what you want. Like, it's better written than the original lines were. It's just the performance wasn't great, I suppose. I'm not gonna lie though, when I saw Radical Highway for the second time, I sort of like, yeah, here we go, we got our Green Hill, and it gets a bit boring, considering that there is like no Shadow the Hedgehog levels, like the 05 game, which is wild to me. There's so much shit based on it, like with the main villain, the music, some of the like cinematics they use, just to not have any levels whatsoever. But Radical Highway.
Shadow. Black Doom. I already know what you're planning. There's only one thing I haven't figured out. Why do you keep taking me back to Radical Highway?
I just think Radical Highway is so cool.
What?
I mean, you grind down the suspension cables like whoosh, and then the fighter jets come in and drop bombs like and you dodge them, and then you go in that building with the springs. That's like bong, 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 bong. My god, it's so cool.
What are you, 12?
The bosses. I think the bosses were pretty sick. Sonic team have got a handle on how to do like bosses now. It's pretty wild how it went from a 180 to it's just a constant chasing something to now actually like Dragon Ball Z style type shit. I mean, they probably would have been more hype if they didn't get spoiled through the advertising. There's not anything like hidden in the game at all that you wouldn't have seen when it comes to like spoilers, I guess. But yeah, next time I hope they don't go too ham with all the fucking what's going on in the game. I mean, I guess it's good to know what's happening, but I mean, when you're sitting there like showing off like that Maria's back and alive in the trailer, it kind of like takes away from when you play the game. But yeah, overall this game's sick. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Like all the reviews are saying, it's a solid game. It's It's just the Frontiers levels, but polished up. Yeah, before I end this video off, I'm going to make a little announcement, I suppose. I don't know if I call it an announcement, but let you guys know that the final music of like Everything Goes With episode that I'm going to do with the ML vs Shadow, which I'm going to start working on now, and it being the final one. All the other videos have been about like 8 minutes long. This one I'm going to try to go through like nearly all your comments and make it like along the lines of like 20 minutes long. Just a massive one with all your comments in it, and that I'm going to try to get out on the 1st of January. Start the year with the end. So hope he's looking forward to that. Hope he's enjoyed this. But that's about it from me.